As you all know, I went to San Diego, did a road trip to San Diego during the Christmas break. And I just cannot wait to tell you all about it. Started with the trip itself. So we went there on Christmas Eve day, and it took us 10 hours, 20 minutes exactly, with all the stops and everything, to get to the rental property door. So we left 8:40 a.m. We was there by 7 p.m., even though we stopped 3 times instead of planned 2 stops. And one was unplanned, but we still made it within 10 and a half hours like we planned. And back we went on the 31st, had 2 stops just as planned because I already knew a little bit better. So it took us 10 hours. Left at 8:20 or we're home by 6:20 p.m. Of course, flying is a little bit shorter, but just a little bit, honestly, with all the driving to the airport and going through securities and stuff, maybe 3 hours shorter. So consider driving next time you go there. The trip was wonderful, even though it was raining both times there on the way back. The traffic was not that bad. And it was a bit hard because of the rain, but really because it kept putting me to sleep. Yeah. I was driving all by myself the whole time. But other than that, not bad. The beach. Oh my God, that's one of the things we enjoyed. By the way, this is the picture that I took standing on the balcony of our rental. So that's how close we were to the beach. When I started looking at the weather, like a week or 9 days before the trip, it was showing rain the whole time. But as we got closer, it was less and less rain. And during the trip, we got 0 rainy days, 0. So that was really, really cool. And of course, out of the 7 days that we were there, we spent at least 2 or 3 there. So these are some pictures. I absolutely love just walking around on the beach back and forth. So I made like over 10,000 steps every day, even when I was on the beach, just around my daughter working, because she was in a spot doing something. I would go back and forth and back and forth around her. That's my mom on the lower right. She bought this funny top there. So I might as well put it there. So all of us had so much fun just walking around and my daughter playing water and building stuff. This is one of the things that she built. And on the left picture, that's another beach that we went to on the Coronado Island. We were on the Mission Bay, our rental. And the right picture, and most of our beach time was around our rental. But that Coronado Beach is funny. And that little hill that you see behind us, it's actually made Coronado word on the beach with those hills. So when you look from the bird eye view, that's what you kind of see. And next is the zoo. Oh my God, that's another thing we did. I am sure you all heard about San Diego Zoo. In comparison with Sacramento Zoo, it's just so much bigger. Everything is bigger. And they have more animals, but also each animals that we have even here, there they have like a huge space for them. For example, they have giraffes, and Sacramento Zoo has giraffes, but they have like 3 times bigger space probably for them. And they actually have 2 giraffe calves there. A lot of amphibians and reptiles. Some of them are real. The one that my daughter's sitting on is not, just to make sure. And that funny picture on the left that you see where there's a turtle between the 2 crocodiles. And those crocodiles with a really funny, long and skinny kind of nose or whatever it is, mouth, was really, really cute. Of course, they're only cute when they're not really right by you. Then there were a lot of smaller animals, like those little antelope. There's a condor in the middle and some flamingos. A lot of cute animals, but the biggest thing for me was the bigger animals. They have 2 different elephants there, African and Indian. variety. And they have huge spaces there to roam around, and that was really interesting. And on the left, you see the elephant doing something with his, whatever it's called, nose. He's actually picking up food. There are some like barrel looking things, and there is hay in there, and they just grab it from there. And this is a rhino, who's also really cool. The biggest thing for me in San Diego was SeaWorld. Oh my gosh, if you have never been, it's basically like a zoo, only for marine animals. It's this about same space, volume-wise, and the variety of animals they have there is just amazing. But the most amazing thing is not even variety, I'm going to say it. Very fun attraction about the jellyfish. There is similar one in Monterey Aquarium or San Francisco Aquarium, if you've been there. This one is just bigger. Everything in San Diego is just bigger. They have a lot of animals that you can actually interact with. For example, the seal on the right, you can actually feed them. They have rays you can touch and pet or feed. That was a lot of fun. But the most exciting thing is the underwater animals that you can see above water. So on the left, you see beluga. You can see them above water, and then you can go a story lower and you see them underwater through the glass. And that was so amazing. So this one is called a walrus. It's kind of like a big seal. And I actually want to show you a little video with him. It's just so amazing. Buffering.
Oh no! Giant walrus.
So really, really cool. If you are ever in San Diego, I really highly recommend you to go to the SeaWorld, if you can, and spend some time there. So to conclude, San Diego trip was so great. I feel very recharged and ready to start the new year. Till the next time. Thank you.